The History of India, Episode 14, Haunted Places of India and the Reason Behind Being Haunted, Part 2, English. Number 16, Sanjay Gandhi National Park, Mumbai. Sanjay Gandhi National Park is another of the most haunted destinations in India. Visitors to this park say that there is something creepy in its surroundings. Some of them have even claimed to have come across the spirit of a lady dressed in white asking for a lift to passers by. Ask the guards though, and they are convinced of a spirit lurking about in the park. One must say though that this park doesn't offer just a lovely walk. Will you dare to give a lift to her? Number 17, Lambi Dehar Mines, Mussoorie. Mussoorie, what a beauty! In case you haven't visited this place, you're missing out a lot. Besides all this natural beauty, Mussoorie has some lesser known haunted places too. From Savoy Hotel, Pari Tibba to Mullingar Mansion and Lambi Dehar Mines. Back in 1990, there was a limestone mine and more than 50,000 workers worked there. Due to safety and security issues, the workers faced lung problems and started coughing blood. Soon, they died a needle's death. The mine has been shut since. After that incident, people have reported a lot of paranormal activities and the death of a lot of people. Once a helicopter crashed there. The locals have seen a witch roaming at night. Also, Gaurav Tiwari, one of the most famous ghost hunters from India, has also visited to find the truth, which you can see in the video footage on YouTube. Natural beauty or haunted places? What type of person you are? Number 18, Ravindranagar, Hyderabad. In the year 2012, Ravindranagar was affected by a series of suicides. It was only a matter of time before it gained a reputation for being haunted. It's believed that the series of suicides were triggered by a wrath of a goddess following the demolition of a temple. Whether or not the story is true, the locality certainly evokes fear among the people. Don't make the goddess angry, or else. Number 19, Mr. Burton, Kota. The residents of Kota are well known aware of the ghost of Major Burton, which stalks the Brij Raj Bhavan Palace, one of the spookiest destinations in India. Major Burton is believed to have lost his life during the revolt of 1857. The popular tale has that Major Burton, along with his sons, was shot inside the palace, and today the palace is haunted by his ghost. It should come as a relief to know that the ghost does not harm anyone. During the night, however, guards have reported getting slapped in the face. Number 20, Khairatabad Science College, Hyderabad. If you're in school, just imagine. If you're in college, brace yourself. And if you have done the college, congratulations. What if you find out your college is haunted? If just thinking about it is giving you chills, imagine the students studying in Khairatabad Science College in Hyderabad. Just off the Khairatabad flyover are the ruins of Tarapuri building. It was a science college, but is now a ramshackle building, and entering its premises is similar to Maut ko bulawa dena, calling your death. People say, once you enter the building, you don't come back alive. Muhammad Hafiz, ex-security guard of the college, said, when the college was closed down years ago, the dead bodies used in the biology lab were not thrown away. He also added, if you happen to pass by the place after dusk, you can see skeletons walking and sparks. 21. Mukesh Mills, Mumbai. From Amitabh starrer Jumma Jumma in Hum to Kartik Aaryan's Poster Lagwa Do in Luka Chupi, Mukesh Mills in Mumbai has been a popular shooting location for several generations of Bollywood filmmakers. Set up by the East India Company in 1870s, Mukesh Mills was closed due to unreasonable losses in the business. Later, the building was completely burned by a fire, whose origin is still unknown. It was never repaired and has been shut since. The movie crew does not prefer to work here after sunset. Some have heard strange noises and reported their things being lost. People have seen shadows, listened footsteps, and a sense of being constantly watched by someone. Once a movie actress got possessed and her voice completely changed. She warned the crew to get out of there as soon as possible. Another case at the Mukesh Mills involved a 10-year boy who also got possessed during a shoot. He suddenly started rolling on the ground with his hands back in his back and got back normal in a matter of few seconds. Even the watchman of this place has reported seeing someone smoking and hearing music from inside the building. Number 22. House number W3, GK, Delhi. There's nothing new about the tittle-tattle tales of the haunted places in Delhi and around, but only a few daredevils dare to seek out the truth. Have they been successful? Let's find out. House number W3 in Greater Kailash was home of an old couple, Yadu Krishnan Kaul and Madhu Kaul. They lived happily until 1986. The yoga guru brutally murdered them. He buried them underneath a water tank in their backyard. Miserable. Eventually, the bodies decomposed and neighbors informed the police. For days, police and investigating team tried contacting their relatives and also sent out information through the newspaper, but nothing got into their hands. The couple was cremated and police kick-started to nab the yoga guru. The house has been abandoned since. Some locals have seen ghosts of the elderly couple around the house. Ghost hunters have not been completely successful entering its premises, as anyone who tries to enter encounters some sort of paranormal activity. 23. Grand Parady Towers, Mumbai. Simply iconic. Grand Parady Towers are one of the haunted places in Mumbai, and the story behind these is going to leave you in confusion. Home to some of the richest and most affluent people in Mumbai, these three iconic towers were the most expensive place to live in. Diamond merchants to businessmen all lived happily till one day an elderly couple committed suicide. Soon, their son and daughter-in-law died too. The famous Grand Parady Towers soon became infamous for the suicides. You'll not believe, but these buildings have encountered 20 suicides since 1998. Also, out of all the floors, the 8th floor is believed to be one of the most haunted one. Looking for reasons? Well, this mystery remains unsolved till date. 24. Saffron BPO, Delhi. Have you ever thought of your home, school, or office built on top of a graveyard? Saffron, a BPO in Gurgaon, is built on a graveyard and is one of the most haunted places in Gurgaon. It is turning our nightmare into reality. Legend says that this company had an employee called Rose. She was punctual and diligent and only worked here for a month. One fine day, after a long phone call, she went on an extended leave. After a month, her colleagues asked her landlord, but were told no girl lived here. They searched and somehow traced her family, who said that Rose had died more than 8 years ago. What? Of course. Her colleagues were brain damaged. If this happened in your office, what would you do? Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. This is a line from A Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's head up to 25. Dona Paula, Goa. Spending an evening with your sweetheart at Dona Paula sounds all romantic till you know it's haunted. The sinister tale of Dona Paula makes it one of the most haunted places in India. Many legends are related to Dona Paula, but which to believe is up to you. As per legends, named Paula Amaral de Sotomayor, a relative of the Portuguese viceroy who fell in love with the local fisherman and married him against her family's wishes. One day, Paula's husband left for the sea and never returned home. She waited for years for him to come and eventually turned to stone. Now her stone body is said to be placed in the Cabo Chapel nearby. Would you visit? Another lore says that the Portuguese viceroy got informed about her affair with the fisherman and he stopped her from meeting him. She resisted, cried, and one day jumped into the Arabian Sea and ended her life to be with her lover. As soon as the viceroy found out, he put an order to make a statue of Paula near the place from where she jumped and named it Dona Paula. Many locals have claimed to have seen the ghost of Dona emerging from the chapel on full moon nights wearing a shiny pearl necklace. Others claim that the pale woman comes from the sea wearing pearls and invites people to join her. The presence of two lovers has also been felt by many tourists. So, would you dare to take your sweetheart to Dona Paula Beach? Spooky, right? Nothing can be ascertained, whether they are truths or mere rumors. But with multiple reports of paranormal activities in these most haunted places, you should be watchful while exploring these locations. Let's head up to number 26. Jamali Kamali Mosque and Tomb, Delhi. Among the many haunted places in India is the Jamali Kamali Mosque and Tomb in Delhi, located in the archaeological complex of Mehrauli. The place where the mosques of Jamali, a popular Sufi poet, and Kamali, history of Kamali is unknown, is said to be haunted. The less popular travel spot in Delhi is also said to be the first to have cemented the Mughal architectural style, complete with charukhas and carvings, which were missing from the earlier buildings and monuments. Several people have reported being slapped by invisible forces when visiting the domes, and many have reported getting an eerie feeling, seeing lights, sensing ghosts, jinns, and more. 27. Taj Mahal Palace Hotel, Mumbai. The Taj Mahal Palace Hotel has its own share of gruesome past, especially because of 26/11 attacks that took place here and shook the entire nation. However, its spookiest history is that the architect who designed it haunts the place. The constructors made a mistake while making the building, which shocked him so much that he ended up dying by suicide. Number 28. Kuldhara, Rajasthan. Kuldhara is among the most haunted places in India, known as the Ghost Village of India. The place had its villagers flee overnight. It is said that one of the ministers had his eyes on a girl from the community of Paliwals and desired to marry her. And when this wish was disapproved, he threatened the villagers of dire consequences. Because of this, Paliwals and people from 83 other villages fled overnight to protect their dignity and honor. And even today, the villages are deserted. What's more, one can sense the aura of sadness that looms over the place when they visit. Number 29. Bholi Bhatiyari Ka Mahal, Delhi. Bholi Bhatiyari Ka Mahal is not so popular spot in Delhi, among the most haunted places in India. Located near Karol Bagh, the place is said to be possessed by the ghost of a queen who died here 600 years ago. It is said that the ghost visits every night and that no security guard has been able to stay here for more than a day. Oh, and to top it all off, screams of women and children are heard here every night. Number 30. Agrasen Ki Baoli, Delhi. Agrasen Ki Baoli is among the most popular tourist spot in Delhi and is often visited by lovers out on a date. What makes this even better is the monsoons, when the place is soaked in water. However, it is said that the water at the bottom of the Baoli, which appears to be black in color, lures people to jump in, leading to loss of life and eventually death. So, this was a full stop on the haunted episode of The History of India. I'll be posting the Hindi version soon. Till then, take good care of your health. Share this with adventurous souls. This is Rakesh signing off from The History of India. Thank you for listening.